halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. This is the receiver turned running back, Cordero Patterson. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
The tackle by Brian Burns.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Here's Patterson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
They'll run on first down. It's Patterson, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
It's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
Because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Finding room to the 20. Touchdown! Tevin Coleman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And his pass incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds, because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Going up top. taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Credit the sack to Leighton Vander Esch.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a...
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Cordero Patterson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 10. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Coleman, the ball carrier.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4.
Out of the gun, Herbert. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
For a Saints.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Coleman now takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Again, the ball carrier.
The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46.
For a Saints.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
The gain of 8 brings up 2nd and 2 at the 38-yard line.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he'll take this one down to the 36. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches.
3rd down.
Coleman. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Intercepted. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And he locates Laviska Shenault, the rookie from Colorado. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first.
And the Panthers.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. From the 36, Wilson steps away to his left. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. That's the rookie from LSU, Grant Temple. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the deep.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Tevin Coleman with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. But they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They go play action with Wilson. His throw is going to be incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the rookie, his intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Chark. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game.
The kick is
and he'll bang that one through.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there, man. We're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 2nd and 21, a lot of ground to cover. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he's going to go down again. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. This is Coleman. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
21-yard line.
First and 10, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to. But it'll be second down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Flush to his right. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 55-yard punt, 11 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Stick, 2nd and 15. From the gun, Herbert. It's caught. Beckham. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Herbert. He's letting this one go for Fuller. He rifles one that's intercepted. H1 Warfield Jr. puts it. And his guys have got him back in the closing stages of the first half.
10 at their own 10-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Wishnowski set to kick off.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Coleman. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought down at the 31.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
He'll air this one toward Coleman, and he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
He was covered by...
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. From the gun, Herbert. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Tyler Irvin on the return. The Panthers take over 1st and 10. At their own 35.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Eluding the pressure right. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the all-pro linebacker. It's Von Miller.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and making sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. Tackled by the corner, C.J. Henderson.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
He's letting this one go for Fuller. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And that's caught by Smith. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
First and 10.
So first and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Herbert. Herbert, his third interception. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now. Right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. On first down, Patterson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Brings up second and 8.
From the 44, Wilson flushed out right. And complete to Zach Ertz. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one good for 21 yards, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 35-yard line. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Flush to his right. That one's complete. He finds Shark. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful. It
certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
He's going to take off with it, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. They'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11. Second and 11 now.
Brings up second and 11 at the Saints 17-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers, and a first down here. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
No gain on the play.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal.
3-yard line.
Once more, they turn to Patterson. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
Brings up 4th and goal from the 2-yard line.
They'll come out in the pistol. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They begin the drive with Coleman. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 3-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Herbert. Look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by the rookie, Jeff Okuda. And they'll be inside the red zone with the ball at the 16-yard line.
At the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Patterson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
At the 13-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and...
Throwing now is Wilson. He's going to have the hook up the sky. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard. Wilson to throw. Forced out to his left. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Now this carries into the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts. Got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it doesn't
pressure there as it's intercepted. It's a free safety, Darian Stewart. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
about it, because they get a little bit of flexibility, especially when they're trying to stuff a gap. You know, we get that double A gap look. This time he got too eager and got too deep into the backfield.